Four interviews for them. True, why not four? Cowboys stars who might be playing their final days in Dallas. The clock is ticking. The winds of change are howling through Arlington, and the Dallas Cowboys roster as we know it may soon be unrecognizable. Jerry Jones, the ever-calculating architect of America's team, faces pivotal decisions in the coming seasons. Who stays? Who goes? The stakes have never been higher, and some of the team's most beloved stars might already be teetering on the edge of departure. Jones is a gambler, but not the kind you'd expect. His idea of all-in isn't a spending spree in free agency. It's doubling down on a select few cornerstone players while leaving others to fend for themselves. It's why fan favorites like Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott have already walked away. And now, with contracts looming, more stars may find themselves packing their bags. Here are four key players whose futures in Dallas hang by a thread. The reasons are compelling, the stakes are personal, and the decisions could reshape the Cowboys' identity for years to come. Stick around, because the twists and turns of this story are far from over. 4. Darren Bland, the breakout star who might be too expensive to keep. Imagine this. A young cornerback rises from the shadows, dazzling fans and dominating the league. That's Darren Bland. After a sensational 2023 season, Bland became a cornerstone of the Cowboys' defense, locking down opponents opposite Trevon Diggs. But even heroes have expiration dates in Dallas. Bland's contract is set to expire in 2025, and the writing on the wall isn't promising. Why? One name: Micah Parsons. The looming mega-deal for the Cowboys' defensive juggernaut threatens to drain the team's cap space. With Bland sidelined for the entire 2024 season due to injury, Jerry Jones might see an opportunity to pivot. Younger corners have stepped up in Bland's absence, and with Diggs already cemented as the number one, Bland might become a luxury Dallas can't afford. For Bland, the story might mirror Stephon Gilmore's, a star forced to find glory elsewhere. Will the Cowboys gamble on Bland's return to form, or will they cut ties before his price tag skyrockets? 3. Osa Odigizua, the underrated anchor on borrowed time. Every great defense needs its unsung heroes, and for Dallas, Osa Odigizua has been that guy. A rock on the interior defensive line, Odigizua's productivity has quietly surged, putting him on track for a career-best season. But here's the catch. Jerry Jones doesn't pay for consistency when he thinks he can find potential in a rookie. With first-round pick Maisie Smith waiting in the wings, Odigizua might be deemed expendable. Jones has made it clear he's betting on youth, and unless Odigizua's asking price is shockingly low, he could be the next casualty of the Cowboys' cap-conscious strategy. The stakes are even higher, given the injuries that have plagued Dallas's defense this season. Can the Cowboys afford to lose a steady force like Odigizua, or will they roll the dice on an untested replacement? The clock is ticking, and the decision could define the heart of their defensive line. 2. Jake Ferguson, the next tight end to walk away. Tight ends in Dallas face a harsh reality. No matter how good you are, you're replaceable. Just ask Dalton Schultz, who was let go despite being one of Dak Prescott's favorite targets. Now, Jake Ferguson, a rising star and current second leading receiver, is staring down the same fate. The logic? It's simple, if a bit puzzling. With Prescott and CeeDee Lamb locked into big money deals and Parsons' payday looming, there's little left for anyone else. Ferguson's contract runs through 2025, but the writing is on the wall. His days in Dallas are numbered. Losing Ferguson would leave a gaping hole in the Cowboys' offense, but Jerry Jones seems more willing to patch things up with budget options than invest in proven talent. Is Ferguson destined to follow in Schultz's footsteps, Or will the Cowboys finally break the cycle? Either way, his fate feels eerily sealed. 1. DeMarcus Lawrence, the veteran on the verge of an exit. Few players embody the Cowboys' spirit like DeMarcus Lawrence. A fierce competitor and locker room leader, Lawrence has been a staple of Dallas's defense for years. But age and injuries are ruthless opponents, and Lawrence is losing the battle. At 32, with limited availability this season, the Cowboys may decide to part ways with the veteran. There's a wrinkle, though. The Cowboys' depth on the edge is paper-thin. With DeMarvion Overshown likely out for next season, Lawrence might get one last chance to prove he can still be a difference-maker. But it's a gamble for a team looking to contend, not rebuild. The upcoming NFL draft looms large, and Jerry Jones may opt to bring in fresh legs rather than rely on an aging star. The thought of Lawrence wearing another jersey is hard to stomach for Cowboys fans, but in Dallas, sentiment rarely wins over strategy. Could this offseason mark the end of an era? The Cowboys are at a crossroads, and the decisions made in the next few seasons will ripple for years to come. For Bland, Odigizua, Ferguson, and Lawrence, the stakes couldn't be higher. Will Dallas make the bold moves needed to keep its core intact? Or will the team's philosophy of prioritizing youth and cap space lead to heartbreak for fans and players alike? Stay tuned, because the drama is just beginning.